Rookie Cop series begins by showing several young men who are undergoing interview tests to enter the police academy. One of the interviewees this time was a girl named Go Eun Kong who had never previously been interested in becoming a police officer. However, she decided to enlist because she wanted to be closer to the man she likes named Jong Zuchun. Zuchun was Eun Kong's senior in high school and has now become a student at the police academy. Besides Eun Kong, there was another participant named Wee Seung Yoon. Seung Yoon is a young man who dreamed of becoming a police officer because he wanted to be like his father, named Wee Gi Young, a commissioner in the police agency. One day, Eun Kong and Seung Yoon met at a restaurant because Eun Kong's older sister, Go Mi Kong, had an affair with Seung Yoon's best friend. There was an argument between Seung Yoon and Mi Kong, but it didn't last long because Eun Kong came and defended her sister and took her away. However, actually Eun Kong often fights with her sister because her parents are often picky and only think about her sister. Since childhood, Eun Kong has always been treated differently and her parents rarely paid attention to her. A few days later, announcements regarding the participants who passed the police academy exams were sent. Unfortunately, Eun Kong failed to get into the academy, while Seung Yoon graduated with good grades. Seung Yoon and all participants who made it into the academy will undergo training for several weeks to measure the participants' endurance and physical strength. Unfortunately, the trainers often gave harsh physical punishments during the training until finally, one female participant could not continue the training and chose to resign. Because of the resignation, Eun Kong, who previously did not qualify for the academy, was finally able to enter to replace the fallen participant. After receiving the announcement of acceptance, the next day, Eun Kong begins to bring her belongings to the academy dormitory and lives in the same room with three other girls named Woo Ju Young, Shin Ah-ri and Kim Han-ah. Eun Kong begins training and learning with other academy students, including Seung Yoon. The harsh training process and inhumane corporal punishment still continued at the academy. Seung Yoon lives in one room with three other young men named So Boom Jo, Kim Tak, and Yoo Daeil inside the academy dormitory. Boom Jo and Daeil are witty young men, while Kim Tak is a more calm and reserved young man. Kim Tak was previously a national athlete in Taekwondo, so he was asked to be an opposing coach during combat training. The police academy is led by a female general named Kim Soon Young with a male teaching staff named Cha Hu Gon and a female teacher named Bong Hee Soon. There are some very strict and violent coaches named Do Myuk and Choi and Sik in the academy. At one training, suddenly a surveillance camera fell from Eun Kong's jacket pocket, where in the camera was stored a video recording of the incident when the trainers gave inhumane corporal punishment to the participants. As a result of this incident, Eun Kong was called by the police academy and threatened with expulsion from the academy. Eun Kong, who knows nothing about the camera, is confused and upset. She then tries to ask Ari what really happened, who previously held her jacket last time. But Ari, who was afraid, chose not to say anything. Eun Kong, who feels that her position at the police academy is getting threatened, finally decides to go to Seung Yuk and ask him for help. According to Eun Kong, Seung Yuk is honest and brave enough to express his opinion during training, so he is likely willing to help her. Eun Kong then tries to recall the incident before the camera fell, and she concludes that her jacket has been replaced with the jacket belonging to another roommate. After discreetly checking each mattress, Eun Kong finds the camera charger behind Han-ah's pillow and immediately takes it to the academy office to report Han-ah as the real wiretapper. After being found guilty, Han-ah is interrogated by Professor Jia and asked about the reason for her wiretapping. But Han-ah chose to remain silent. As a result, she was taken to the police academy's disciplinary committee and received a suspended sentence of 3 months. Knowing the consequences of the committee's decision, Eun Kong feels that the decision is unfair because Han-ah only got a suspended sentence for 3 months while she was almost expelled from the academy. Sometime later, all the participants returned to undergo very harsh training and were full of cruel corporal punishment. Eun Kong feels that the police academy training has gone too far and has crossed the line, so she comes to the academy leadership room to make a complaint. According to Eun Kong, injustice and violence during police academy training will not produce great police personnel, but will only make them more aggressive after graduating. But Eun Kong did not get a positive response. She even again received violence from Eun Myuk during training. Seung Yoon, fed up with all the violence, decides to help and defend Eun Kong. After that, many other trainees joined them and voiced their desire to fight violence in police academy training. In the end, the academy heard all their voices of complaint and the cruel and inhuman training was officially abolished. All the participants felt happy and saluted Eun Kong, who dared to voice her opinion. Moments later, Eun Kong and all the participants made it through the training period. Now they will live their lives as police academy students. At first, Eun Kong feels happy because soon she can become closer to Zuchun and can approach him. But not long after that, Eun Kong saw Zuchin was with another girl. It turns out that Zuchin already has a girlfriend at the academy and often spends time together secretly so that the academy doesn't know about it because it's against the rules. A heartbroken Eun Kong immediately drinks a lot of beer that night to comfort herself from the pain. Soon Yoon was forced to carry Eun Kong because she vomited on his clothes. After all, Eun Kong was so drunk. Meanwhile, Professor Jha tries to persuade Han-ah to tell who the person who told her to film the violence at the police academy is. But Han-ah still can't tell the truth. Actually, Han-ah did all the wiretapping because she was ordered by a detective named Kang Nam-gi. Han-ah once owed Detective Kang a debt for helping her free from the entanglement of school violence cases, where in fact, she only fought against all the bullies who had abused her in high school. A few months later, the semester break arrived. All academy students are allowed to return to their respective homes. During a vacation, Soon Yoon accidentally runs into Eun Kong while she is chasing a pickpocket. After catching the pickpocket and taking him to the police station, Eun Kong gets a gratitude from the pickpocket victim she helped. This makes Eun Kong feel happy and realizes that she can be useful to others. Eun Kong, who previously intended to quit the police academy due to a broken heart, finally decided to continue her education and began to have aspirations to become a great police officer. Eun Kong even goes to Zuchin to say that she has given up everything and will forget about him. On the other hand, Soon Yoon seems to be starting to like Eun Kong and wants to be closer to her. One time during martial arts training, Soon Yoon felt jealous because Eun Kong kept praising Zuchin's greatness, so he tried to show his skills to impress Eun Kong, but he fell unconscious. Elsewhere, Professor Jha finally finds out who the person who had told Han-ah to do the wiretapping was. After he checks the records of the police officers who did not return the surveillance camera, he finds out that the only police officer who did not return the surveillance camera is Detective Kong. The next day, Eun Kong and her friends go on a blind date. Soon Yoon, knowing this, gets jealous and starts to annoy Eun Kong. To cheer up Soon Yoon, Kim Tak takes him out for dinner and goes to the pool hall. However, at the pool hall, Soon Yoon sees several youth's acts of violence and extortion. Soon Yoon and Kim Tak were finally seen fighting with the youth gang to try to stop their extortion. Shortly after, Soon Yoon and Kim Tak's senior named Yoon Suk stopped the fight and asked the two of them to leave while he would take care of this mess. But it turns out that Yoon Suk actually blackmailed the youth gang and threatened to imprison them if this happened again. When the midterms arrived, Soon Yoon accidentally saw Yoon Suk cheating, so he asked him to admit his mistake. But Yoon Suk even threatened Soon Yoon by showing a video that recorded his fight at the pool hall earlier, while saying that he would leak the video if he dared to report it. A few days later, Yoon Suk was called by the supervisor for allegedly cheating during the exam. This made Yoon Suk feel annoyed and immediately leaked the fight video at the pool hall because he thought that Soon Yoon was the one who had reported it. As a result, Kim Tak and Soon Yoon were called by the police academy disciplinary party to provide an explanation. The gang of youths involved in a fight at the pool hall was also called to testify, but instead, they made false testimonies by accusing Soon Yoon and Kim Tak of violence. Eun Kong and the others are convinced that the youth gang has been threatened by someone to give false testimony to get Soon Yoon and Kim Tak expelled from the academy. The case has received great attention in the police academy as the video has gone viral on social media. That's why the top brass of the police academy ordered their staff to investigate the case before the media started writing stories about the video. At the same time, Eun Kong and her friends try to find the youths who are involved in gangs who give false testimony and persuade them to tell the truth. After days of hard work, Eun Kong and the others finally found the gang boy and convinced him to tell the truth. After the gang youth showed all the evidence of extortion and violence by their gang, Soon Yoon and Kim Tak's names were finally cleared. Soon Yoon and Kim Tak have also tricked Yoon Suk into telling them all his mistakes. It turns out that all this time Yoon Suk had been threatening the youth gang to make false testimonies. All the evidence was enough to get Yoon Suk punished and expelled from the police academy. After successfully solving the case, Soon Yoon, Kim Tak, Eun Kong and the others had lunch together in the field to celebrate their victory. In the days that followed, the relationship between Eun Kong and Soon Yoon grew closer. Eun Kong then seems to be starting to have feelings for Soon Yoon. In the Academy Sports Festival, Soon Yoon happens to be on the same team as Eun Kong, and he feels happy about it. On the other hand, it was revealed that Kim Tak is the younger brother of Kim Yoon-soo, a police officer who died in an accident several years ago while on a mission to arrest a drug dealer. The drug investigation mission was conducted with Professor Jha and led by Gi Young, Soon Yoon's father. While practicing together for a sports festival competition, Eun Kong and Soon Yoon's relationship grew closer because they spent a lot of time together. The sports festival began a few days later, and various competitions were held. Everyone seemed to be enjoying the festival and was happy that they had finally found a fun activity apart from their regular activities as students. This activity further strengthens the bond between one member and another. Even Han-ah, who usually looks cold, is also starting to get close to Eun-kang. At the peak night, the seniors put on a ridiculous dance performance. Seung-yoon and his friends also put on a cool performance. After the show ended, Eun-kang and Seung-yoon met at a payphone box and started confessing their feelings. Since that night, they officially started dating and started a relationship. The next day, Ju-young picks up the package from the order she made earlier, but it turns out to be empty when she opens it. Ju-young is annoyed that she just got scammed. On the other hand, academy students conduct an investigation simulation at a crime scene. Professor Jia emphasizes that all students don't miss every little detail because even the slightest clue can help reveal a crime case. After that, Ju-young plans to investigate the person who tricked her with the help of Boom-jo and Daeil. Elsewhere, a successful young man named Jo Han-sol is conducting a seminar at a company. Jo Han-sol is a handsome and charismatic young man who has become the CEO of a large company. He often attends seminars as a speaker and has been recognized in various media for his success and achievements. Jo Han-sol is actually also an alumnus of the police academy and has joined the Sinew group, an elite group consisting of political officials and high-ranking government officials who are all alumni of the police academy. Seung-yoon's father, Commissioner Gi-young, is also included in the group. Meanwhile, the relationship between Eun-kang and Seung-yoon is getting more and more romantic by the day. One day when Seung-yoon was about to leave Eun-kang's house after staying the night, suddenly, Eun-kang's father caught him. As a result, Eun-kang's family begins to find out about their romantic relationship. Elsewhere, Han-ah meets Detective Kang at a restaurant and decides to stop helping him. Professor Jia is coincidentally also there because he knows from the start that Detective Kang is the one who used Han-ah to destroy the police academy. On the other hand, Daeil and Boom-jo start to go to every store to track down the person who tricked Ju-young. They match Ju-young's receipts with receipts from every shop they visited. After days of investigation, they finally caught the con man, who turned out to be a teenage boy named Lee Se-yoon. Se-yoon confesses that he was forced to commit fraud because he had to immediately pay off his debt to a man who was the real mastermind. Sometime later, all students were finally able to enter every division in the police agency. Seung-yoon, Eun-kang and Kim Tak are assigned to the same office and division under a mentor named Lieutenant Jin. A few days later, Eun-kang finds out that Se-yoon has been missing for a month. Worried about Se-yoon, Eun-kang begins to personally investigate to find him. With help from Seung-yoon and Kim Tak, they can finally find Se-yoon in the con artist's hideout. Eun-kang had also sent all the evidence of the fraud crimes committed by the scam syndicate, so that Lieutenant Jin came to their aid. Because of the hard work of the three of them in solving the fraud syndicate case, they received an award from the police academy as outstanding students. In the evening, Seung-yoon and the others went to a nightclub to party and have fun. While Seung-yoon was looking for a toilet, he accidentally collided with a scared-looking woman in a hurry named Min Hae-ji, causing their phones to fall and get mixed up. A man named Shin Ae-suk, who is Jo Han-sol's secretary, suddenly came and immediately took Ha-ji away. After that, Shin's secretary returned Seung-yoon's cell phone, saying that Hae-ji is drunk. The next day, Mi-kang looks annoyed that one of her friends who had previously borrowed money from her suddenly disappeared and was difficult to contact. Coincidentally, the friend Mi-kang refers to as Ha-ji. Seung-yoon remembers that Ha-ji was last seen with Secretary Shin, immediately calls him and asks where Ha-ji is. But Secretary Shin said he didn't know. A few days later, Daeil invites Eun-kang, Seung-yoon and the others to vacation in the city where Han-ah comes from. It seems that Daeil is starting to like Han-ah and has feelings for her. But after arriving at the destination city, Daeil parted ways with the others because he wanted to go somewhere else. Meanwhile, Eun-kang and the others are having fun on a beach. Seung-yoon tries to find opportunities to spend time with Eun-kang, while Ari and Kim Tak also start to grow closer. In the evening, Daeil, who had met with Han-ah, decided to invite her to join Eun-kang and the others. The next day, Eun-kang and Seung-yoon accidentally find a woman on the beach with illegal drugs beside her. It is suspected that the woman died after an overdose. Unexpectedly, the corpse was the corpse of Ha-ji, who had previously crossed paths with Seung-yoon while at a nightclub. Detective Kang is assigned to handle the case of Ha-ji's unnatural death. It turns out, Ha-ji had been killed by Secretary Shin on orders from Jo Han-sol because she had previously blackmailed Jo Han-sol that she would leak secrets regarding the illegal drug trade run by Jo Han-sol. Even though Haji is dead, Hansol still can't calm down because they haven't been able to find a copy of the video that can prove their crime. Meanwhile, the relationship between Daeil and Hana is getting closer and they are starting to show concern for each other. One day, Eun-kang catches a thief who wants to steal her Mikong's laptop. After being investigated, it turns out that the laptop is Haji's laptop which was previously borrowed by Mikong. Eun-kang is suspicious that there is something in the laptop that makes someone want to steal it. Eun-kang tries to open the laptop password combination with the help of Soon-yoon and Kim Tak. After hours of trying all kinds of password combinations, they could finally unlock the laptop. They eventually find out that Haji had previously blackmailed someone using a video that recorded all the illegal drug sales. They then realize that Haji died not from an overdose but because someone had killed her. Soon-yoon immediately contacted Detective Kong to report the matter. Hearing the report, Detective Kong asked them not to tell anyone about the video, including the other police officers. After arriving home, Eun-kang then remembered that the person in the video was Hansol because the man's watch was exactly the same as the one Hansol wore when they visited the nightclub. Eun-kang and Soon-yoon realize that this case is very big and dangerous because it involves the head of a well-known large company. They then decided to hand over the video and the case to Gi-young, who is the police commissioner. They think that a person with a big position like Gi-young can easily solve this case. But apparently, without Soon-yoon's knowledge, Gi-young actually gave all the video evidence to Hansol. That night, Detective Kong scolds Soon-yoon for handing the video over to Gi-young. Detective Kong then explains the incident involving Gi-young and Kim Tak's older brother, Yoon-soo several years ago. During that case, Detectives Kong and Gi-young, who are still police captains, investigated drug trafficking with Yoon-soo. While conducting an investigation, the criminals suddenly discovered Yoon-soo's disguise, so he had to fight all the bodyguards alone and immediately run for his life. But when he was about to leave the place, Yoon-soo was killed by a truck. After that, Gi-young took the memory card from Yoon-soo. The memory card contained all the data regarding cases of illegal drug sales and illegal prostitution involving Jo Hansol. Unfortunately, Gi-young instead handed all the evidence to Hansol's father. Hearing all that, Soon-yoon still couldn't believe it and felt that his father couldn't possibly have the heart to do all that. The next day when Soon-yoon was with his father, he explained to his father why he wanted to become a police officer. Back when they were little, Soon-yoon and his father had caught criminals on the street together, and since then, Soon-yoon has wanted to be a policeman like his father. Soon-yoon deliberately said all that because he wanted to know the truth regarding the relationship between his father and Jo Hansol. After learning that everything Detective Kong said about his father was true, Soon-yoon feels so sad and disappointed that he ends up drinking so much beer that he gets drunk. A few days later, Eun-kang is worried because Soon-yoon is suddenly excluded from forensic training and his cell phone is difficult to reach. It turned out that Soon-yoon was meeting Hansol and said that he would reveal the truth about this case and punish him. After that, Hansol contacted Kim Tak and said that the person who had his older brother killed was Soon-yoon's father. After knowing all that, Kim Tak feels angry and avoids Soon-yoon. Even he intends to resign from the police academy. After that, Professor Jia goes to Gi-young to ask if the person who exposed Yoon-soo's disguise to Hansol was Gi-young. Gi-young then explains that the person who exposed Yoon-soo's disguise was actually not him, but a police officer named Im-yoon. Im-yoon used to be a deputy police investigator and was in charge with Gi-young to investigate a drug case involving Hansol. Gi-young was also forced to hand over the memory card that was evidence of Hansol's crime to Hansol's father because many high-ranking police officers and state officials were involved in the case. So to maintain the reputation of the police and government agencies, Gi-young was forced to hand over the memory card. A few days later, Soon-yoon met with Kim Tak to apologize for everything that had happened to him and his older brother. Kim Tak actually understands that this is not all Soon-yoon's fault, but he still can't forget what Soon-yoon's father did. One night, Daeil starts taking a side job as an online driver to help Han-ah pay off her mother's debt. That night, Daeil gets a pretty expensive order from someone. But the person who ordered his services still hasn't come. Daeil tries to go inside the building to check if the person who ordered it is inside. When he was about to enter the building, he accidentally saw a woman lying on the floor and covered with a cloth. The guard from the building forbids Daeil from entering and immediately gives him money so that he can leave immediately. However, Daeil is worried about the woman and is curious about what really happened. After successfully infiltrating the building, Daeil records all the events in that place. where in that place many high-ranking officials were partying and forcing prostitutes to take drugs to overdose. It turned out that it was also a place run by Han Sol's illegal business. Shortly after, Secretary Shin caught Daeil's actions and they got into a fight over the cell phone. Daeil then tries to escape using a car, but Secretary Shin keeps chasing him from behind. Secretary Shin tries to hold Daeil's car up until it falls into the river and Daeil is killed instantly. The next day, Daeil is found and his entire family mourns his passing. Daeil's friends are also sad, including Han-ah, who feels sorry for not being able to treat him better. Daeil's death was determined to be a single accident, as the dashboard camera was nowhere to be found and the available CCTV only recorded Daeil's car speeding alone. It turned out that all the evidence such as dashboard cameras and CCTV had been removed by Secretary Shin. On the other hand, Han-ah received a video that Daeil had sent to her via the storage drive before the accident. Han-ah immediately showed the video to Soon-yoon, Eun-kang and the others. They finally realize that Daeil died due to being attacked by someone in the video footage. Seeing Secretary Shin's face, Soon-yoon concludes that the one behind Daeil's death is Han Sol. He then said that they would not be able to report Han Sol because he was part of an elite group consisting of high-ranking police officers and political officials. That means Han Sol is protected by many great figures who are very powerful. They then showed the video to Professor Jia. Professor Jia suggests that they wait until the time is right and not act rashly. However, because this case did not experience any progress, they decided to publish the video on social media. As a result, this case becomes more and more complicated and wide. Gi-young and Lieutenant Kim are forced to intervene to investigate this case. Gi-young feels very angry that Han Sol's crime is now getting worse, while Lieutenant Kim must save the police academy, which is in danger of being disbanded because many high-ranking officials are involved in the case and are trying to close the academy. After the video went viral on various national news media, Secretary Shin decided to sacrifice himself and said he committed all the crimes alone without Han Sol knowing. Soon-yoon and Eun-kang then contact Detective Kang to ask for his help investigating this case. They first track down the whereabouts of a woman involved in the video. However, after Han Sol finds out that Detective Kang is investigating the case, he immediately orders someone to attack Detective Kang. After days of searching, Eun-kang and Soon-yoon finally found the woman. The woman is Ha-ji's best friend, so she is willing to help uncover this case. The next day, Han Sol's bodyguards kidnap the woman, but it turns out that the person they kidnapped is Eun-kang. Eun-kang then purposely lures Han Sol into confessing all the crimes he has committed and directly bugs him using a bug hidden under the collar of her jacket. Unfortunately, Han Sol found out about the eavesdropper. Han Sol even finds out that Eun-kang's friends will come to her place because Han Sol has hired Han-ah as a spy. Meanwhile, Eun-kang's friends struggle to beat all of Han Sol's bodyguards and men. Elsewhere, Han Sol asks Han-ah to beat up Eun-kang, but Han-ah hits him instead. It turns out that all this time, Han-ah had only pretended to be a spy for Han Sol so that her friends could trap him. Shortly after, Soon-yoon came and immediately beat Han Sol. Han Sol, who managed to escape, immediately ran to the parking area. Fortunately, Kim Tak had taken that into account and immediately beat up Han Sol. At the same time, Soon-yoon came and immediately helped Kim Tak to beat Han Sol. They finally defeated Han Sol, and the police officers came to arrest Han Sol and all the other criminals. Han-ah has also managed to intercept all of Han Sol's words about her crimes so far. That means Eun-kang and the others already have enough evidence to imprison Han Sol. The news about Han Sol's arrest and the revelation of the heinous crimes committed by him made the public feel angry and immediately protested to boycott his company. To celebrate their success in solving the case, Soon-yoon, Eun-kang and the others have a party by having dinner together at a restaurant. Meanwhile, Gi-young decides to step down from his position as commissioner because he wants to atone for his mistakes in covering up crimes several years ago. All high-ranking police officers, including Lieutenant Kim, who was involved in covering up this case, also resigned. Lieutenant Kim said he was proud of the police academy students who dared to reveal the truth and fight a massive crime. Lieutenant Kim advised them to be fair and honorable police officers. The drama concludes with a scene where Soon-yoon, Kim Tak and others have become seniors at the police academy. After time passes, they finally graduate from the academy and become official police officers. Everyone knows, and the family feels proud of their child's achievements. The moral that can be learned from this movie is, the truth will be revealed if we do not turn a blind eye to every incident and evil around us.